Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Truths and Banter. And I have here the guys once again here to discuss the hot topics in the world of football. I'm going to start by telling you all thank you for listening to our previous episodes on YouTube and on Spotify. I have one comment on Spotify, which I'm going to read maybe later on, by the way. But thank you for listening on Spotify. Click on the follow button. Follow the creators, follow the podcast so that you can get notified every time we drop an episode. You can follow us on social media. On X, we are Truth and Banter. Spotify and YouTube. You can watch our episodes on YouTube as well. I've got the guys here again to discuss some of the burning topics from the last episode. The group chat has been buzzing. Nobody is leaving any stone unturned in terms of argument. So we brought them back again to come and finish what they started. A lot of things happened when we discussed things like, who is the most overrated footballer right now? And I mean, there are so many wild choices, and we decided to, flesh out those wild choices. Welcome to all my guests. A quick introduction to everyone. Just say who you are and your social media handle. I'm going to start with the first person I see on my list, Dele.
Hello, guys. My name is Dele, Arsenal fan. Bamidele14 on Twitter. Thank you.
Okay. In case you're wondering why his voice is like that, we're recording this just after the Arsenal match against Aston Villa. OPK.
Hi guys, my name is Okwa. I am _Okwa on X.
Okay, nice to have you, Okwa. Next, Toby.
Hello guys, my name is Toby. Hello guys, my name is Toby. You can catch me on Twitter, on X, Papiti01.
Show.
Okay, yeah. So I'm right here. This is Show Mr. Show, and you can find me on Twitter at Showy100. Of course, a Man U fan, Red Devil to the core.
Okay, Show. It's good that the introduction ended with you because I'm going to start with you as a Man United fan. You guys played was that yesterday or 2 days ago, and you beat Southampton, but you guys struggled. So what I want to ask you briefly is, have you guys truly turned the corner, or you are still trying to figure things out? Are you guys back for real now?
Okay, no, we are not back. We still have quite a number of issues that needs resolving, of course, with a little transfer here and there. Yeah, because this crop of players, of course, not all of them, but many of them can't really, sustain what style the coach wants, to adopt. But I just think that we're a little bit lucky, and Southampton somehow have studied how we wanted to play, and they were going man for man on that day. And when we try to switch to the, other tactics by going long, our striker was interested in, having a physical battle with the two Southampton defenders, and it was always, losing his duel. So of course, Southampton still wins the ball and then use it to attack us again. So it was when the other guy came in, Mr. 9.5, he was able to, get hold of the ball and then release the other, players that will be making run off him. So I think the only time Højlund had the best of the defender was when we created a chance and, Garnacho fluffed the empty net. So I think we'll still have a lot of many shaky moments like this. And our two central midfielders, they struggle a whole lot. That of course, the coach has his own challenges, because I feel that there are some things he should have adapted to by now.
Okay. Yeah. I have one question for you. Højlund or Jackson?
Currently, it's Jackson.
Don't say currently. Just choose one. You've seen them play in the same league.
No.
Just choose. Don't say currently.
Come on. No. Hold on. See, we've watched football to the stage where footballers turn up for a season, and some other ones that we've turned down, come up and just have a role. So I cannot. Jackson is not all that as well for a striker, but for now, I would rather take a Jackson than Oyland any time of the day, at least for now.
Okay, Okpayinka, I'm going to bring you in here. How do you feel about Jackson at the moment?
For some reasons, I feel like you actually know my response actually, but then yeah.
No, I don't know your response. I would like to know.
So I feel like Jackson is good at everything except for what defines his position, which is goal scoring. So personally, I feel as a coach, I would play Jackson, no offense, as a wing back or as a right winger.
Okay. You know why I asked you how you feel about Jackson? Because on the previous episode, when you introduced yourself, you're like, up Chelsea, up Jackson. Do you still feel the same way?
No. That I have never been a Jackson guy. That was just like
That was sarcasm.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him one bit.
You don't rate him. Okay. Does anyone have any thoughts on Man United? Do they still have a long way to go? Do you think what they're doing right now is still it's just like they're putting plaster over a basket of water? Is that what they're doing right now? Is it going to work at the end of the day? I think I want to hear your thoughts, Okpayinka.
Yeah, I think exactly that's what they're actually doing at the moment. But I think it's fine if that's what the coach wants to adopt till the end of the season. They probably look for a way out of this mess. Because I shows mentioned something about Southampton going man for man. I actually think that's not right, because Southampton is probably the only team in Premier League that don't know what they are doing. They are just playing. You understand? So a victory against Man U, a victory for Man U against Southampton does not solidify whether they are back or not, or whether they are playing well. Southampton is like the worst team in English top flight, not even top flight, in the old clubs in Premier League from down to the National League. They have only 6 points all seasons, right? So except for the Euro and the other guys and some brilliance in the first half, they are not all that. So Man U is not all that, but they of course they will play better against a team where they don't have much of the ball. Let's say the game against Arsenal, they were ready to defend, so their task was easy, was simple, just defend and hit on the counter. But in a game where they are going to have a lot of the ball, I'm sure they're still going to struggle to the end of the season. Maybe at the end of the season they rectify that. Maybe, who knows?
Okay, that's Man United and Amorim. We'll see how they fare towards the end of the season. We're going to move on to the next topic on the agenda. And the next topic on the agenda is the Premier League title race. We have Arsenal and Liverpool, who have played, today. Liverpool won it just right at the end, with Darwin Núñez scoring 2 goals. And then we had Arsenal, who went 2 goals up. And they let 2 goals off, and what's his name? Aston Villa came back and drew that game. Is this a blow to the title chances for Arsenal, Dele?
Yeah. I mean, I think I already gave Liverpool the title already, and it's all about let's see what position we can finish, because I think Liverpool is the only consistent team right now. Every other person is just today very good, tomorrow sloppy. So yeah, let's just fight for the rest.
So what do you think Arsenal is missing in this? What are they missing
in this game?
I mean,
this season?
In this season, because this was supposed to be the season where you guys are. Finally, you've had 3 good seasons or 2.5 good seasons where you've challenged right to the end. This season was meant to be that year that Arsenal was meant, to go all the way and give Man City a run for their money. But Man City is not in the race right now. What is it that you guys are missing? What should you guys have done?
I mean, coming from last season, I would say, a top striker, a replacement on the wings, subs, and an attacking midfielder. But with the kind of coach we have, I think he only bases his transfer on midfielders, defenders, inverted everything. I don't know. Right now, we already have a defensive striker. I mean, I supported Havertz. Because he was already an Arsenal player already. I didn't have a choice. But at this point, nah. Yes, King Kai. At this point, he can play centre back, and maybe Gabriel should go strike. But yes, we need attacking players. We only have a lot of defenders and
Okay.
all
So
that.
I want to ask you a question, like something that's really happened over the past few weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Now, when the season started, Arsenal has been at the center of, referee controversies. Oh, the league is against us, the referee body is against us. Well, over the past week, you guys have had questionable decisions go your way. You've had in the cup game, you've had in the Premier League. I just want to know, do you, as an Arsenal fan, do you still feel the same way as you guys felt at the start of the season that, everybody's against you?
Calling out decisions that went against us. I mean, of course, everybody cannot be the same. Some Arsenal fans will say this. At the point too, I've also said something like that before, but all is just maybe just for fun and all that. But if decisions keeps going against you, you want to suspect something, Yes, you said the last two decisions were for us or were in favor of Arsenal. I'm thinking you're talking about the Man U penalty.
I'm talking about the first Man U penalty. I'm talking about the Spurs game where
the Spurs game is I think what you're trying to say is the corner
yeah.
kick, and what the corner kick is not like have a chance like a penalty now. Yes, you might say because of we're a set piece team and all that. That one is any error. Errors can be made. Today, what is his name? The Liverpool striker, Nunes, he came in, he scored, took off his shirt, got a yellow card, made another tackle.
No,
he should have gotten a red card.
We'll get to that. We're talking about Arsenal.
So no. What I'm just trying to show you that okay, so it's football. Yes, it will go against you. It would come today. Some Arsenal fans are still saying that it's not an handball, which is clearly an handball.
Yeah, but but the way you're answering the question is not, because you were part of the Arsenal fans who were very vocal at the start of the season. At one point, you supported that narrative of the league, the referees are against you. I just want you to know.
But I said at the point, it did feel like it. If something keeps repeating and repeating itself, for example, the rules of kick the ball away after 3 seconds, it got changed because of after Arsenal had gotten red cards, twice?
For kicking the ball away.
Yeah. Now it's like, oh yeah, it's the referee's discretion. It depends on how far you kick the ball or when the whistle was blown or what part of the field it is.
Yeah, but it has always been like that, hasn't it?
No. This season, when they started the season, the officials called, I think, each captain and of each team, and I told them that they were going to be strict on that. So they started it. If you watch the games now, how many times do you see the first 10 games of the season, red cards everywhere?
But it wasn't only
Arsenal for that.
It was only Arsenal.
No. I agree. Okay. But what I'm saying is, even at that, when Arsenal got 2 red cards, I think the Man City game and whatever, we saw other teams do it at the point, which he didn't get red carded for it.
Interesting.
So it's not like I was saying. I agree at the point. I was like, okay, this thing is getting too much. Yes, they're against us, but now we are out of excuses. What, referee, ball, jersey, okay. What else? God.
So I'm going to take it up to Olasalam right now. Olasalam, how do you feel about Arsenal? The question I asked Dele, do you still feel Arsenal fans have a right to, feel the way they were feeling at the start of the season with 2 decisions going for them right now? Is it time for them to, shut up for good, or they can still come up with an excuse later on?
Well, if it happens that the Arsenal team complains in just 1 season, then we would say, okay, that's valid and very legit. But they mourn every time, they mourn every season. So, I mean, the referee is against most people. I mean, this week it might be your turn. Next week it might be someone else's turn. Do you understand? So, I don't really think they should mourn a lot about that. If you are getting the goals, there's little the referee can do. I don't get clean goals. There's very little the referee can do. So I just think they should shut up about that.
Okay. We're gonna move on to Liverpool, and I want to get your thoughts here, Opeyinka. Liverpool, they've not been. Of late, they've not been impressing. They've been, some say, lucky. to get the wins, but they are grinding it out at the moment. And the people who are challenging are not, giving them a good run for their money, but they are not, conveniently winning these games. Are they actually in pole position, or they are just pretenders?
To be honest, I think of course they're in pole position. They're the clear favorites. Not totally because of their competence, right? But because the other teams are trying to catch up. So I think the other team is trying to catch up. Arsenal, Nottingham Forest. We don't know. We actually don't know if Nottingham Forest can keep this up. Yeah, but then Liverpool. Chelsea is not in that position. Chelsea has never been in that position. Yeah, so they're actually in pole position to win the league, but they are not convincing. Any team that can come up with a run, let's say 5, 6, 7 games run, can actually displace Liverpool. That's what I think.
Okay. As a Chelsea fan, how do you feel? What do you think Chelsea will place at the end of the season right now?
I still go with fourth that I predicted, third or fourth, I think.
Third or fourth. Okay. Before we move on, show. You guys are 13th right now, Man United, or is it 12th or 13th? Where do you think Amorim will place you guys come the end of the season?
Okay. Come the end of the season, I think we would be lucky to be around 8 or thereabouts. Yeah.
Wow. No European football for you guys?
Yes. Still. Yeah, I don't even want it. Yeah. Sometimes when see. I'm not one of those who are so delusional and think that, back. But see, there are basic things that you see in a team, and you know that, yes, this team actually got it. And that's the only reason why I give kudos to Arteta. Of course, I know I don't say this often, or we all don't say this, of course, because of, agenda here and there. But you have to give massive credit to Arteta. Arteta has gotten Arsenal to a stage where at the beginning of the season, they feel, yes, they can actually go and get it. And I mean, this started about 2 seasons ago. For them to even have that mentality in the first place, we know Arsenal 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. They only know that, see, they just pray that, let's try and make top 4, and that's it. You get so back to Man U. I would have actually judged Amorim if he actually started the season with this team. But coming in at that particular point in time to get hold of this team, believe me, he literally took the hardest job in the world right now as things stand. He took the hardest job in the world. Maybe if Pep leaves, City's job becomes the hardest. Yeah, but currently, Man U's job is like the hardest in the world because, of course, you are expected to perform, almost immediately. And so that's why I said that, we'll still be very patchy, like Okwenka said. Yeah, it will be patchy, we'll struggle, a whole lot of things here and there. But at the end of the season, at least to rate him, he should get us around 7 or 8.
Okay.
Once he does that, then we now know from next season, you have no choice than to get us between 1 to either the 3rd or 4th. Then we know we are progressing. Of course, we know it can't possibly solve all the problems in one transfer, but then, you should get us to, So personally for me, 7th, 8th, it's fine.
Okay. Does anyone have share the same thoughts with Show? Do you think it's possible for Amorim to do?
Can I go?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I don't think it's possible. I would disagree with you. I don't see Man U ending anywhere in the top 8, considering this season we have Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, and Aston Villa. And then we also have some other legs of Brighton. Manchester United, this season, there's been no change between Amorim, in my own view, in my own opinion, there's been no difference between an Amorim team and ETH. It's just individual brilliance is all I've been saying. And then the big game mentality, when they have the big matches, you can see, of course, and you can see them making some kind of difference. And that's the same thing I see in their previous years. For me, Manchester United, I don't see them going past the 10th. by the end of the season.
So how long do you think this rot will take to clear off? Because I don't know, are they like Chelsea of how many seasons ago? But how long do you think they will continue this merry-go-round in the bottom half of the table?
I would say this season, next season, the kind of players they bring in next season will determine where they will probably finish next season.
Okay.
The manager is young and was promising where he's coming from.
Okay. All right. No problem. We're going to move on to the next topics on the agenda, which is one of the major discussions. This is where the basketballs will probably start from. Last week, when we had the discussion on overrated players, we had a few names pop up. And, ever since we recorded that episode, there's been ongoing discussions. People have not let it rest. So we decided to now bring them, to the table now and discuss them in detail. Unfortunately, the person who mentioned this particular um, overrated player is not on the pod today because he's mourning Arsenal's draw. He's mourning Arsenal's draw. I'm sure he's trying to get him on the call to come and just come and defend yourself. You said this guy was overrated. It's time for you to defend it. Now, if you are for Lamine Yamal is overrated, can I get an I?
Aye.
Okay. Only Dele thinks Lamine Yamal is overrated. So that means every other person thinks Lamine Yamal is not overrated. So Dele, now, this is the time for you to, say your piece. You have 1 minute to tell us the reasons why you think Lamine Yamal is overrated.
Okay. Let me start with saying when I mean overrated, it doesn't mean he's not a very good player. He's a good player. But I think getting 7 in the best in the world, it's overreach, maybe. Maybe if he was like maybe number 12 or something, I think that would be great. I think that's why I said he's overrated. It's like you just saying Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer should be ahead of him in those numbers, especially what happened last season. So if we are to use statistics last season and say, okay, let's use statistics, then Cole Palmer should be there. That's all I feel. I mean, he's a very good player, especially for his age. But reaching for the 7 best in the world, just playing one season or half season, that's where I think I do agree with what Rollins says the other day.
Okay. So before I go to Olasalam, because I know he's ready to go right now, but I'm not going to go to you first. As a Barca fan, you'd want to defend this to the last. On the other side of Lamine Yamal is not overrated. Toby, do you have any rebuttal for Dele?
Yeah. So this is a player that has won the Europa League. No, sorry, he won the Euro Cup with Spain, and he along with Rodri single-handedly carried the Spanish team to win the Euro Cup. That's number one. Number two, what he's doing at his age is 17.
I just have one question for anybody that thinks Lamine Yamal is overrated. Are you saying it's overrated because of the ranking, or you are saying it's overrated because of the way you have seen him play compared to other players in his age bracket, or generally the way football has declined in the past years? That's what I want to know. Why are you saying it's overrated? Is it because of the list, or because he's not doing enough like other people that you think should actually replace him on the list?
Okay, can I go, please?
Yes. No,
Okay,
he asked me. I thought he.
I would like
are you?
No, I think Dele
don't like
has
the
to answer
question.
because Dele was the one who made the statement.
Yeah, I think that's why I mentioned that. I mean, like I said, I said he has great abilities, especially for his age. In the next 1-2 years, he's going to be a monster. But the reason I said I am labeling him, or I agree with them saying overrated, is because, like you said, One season, the position they put him 7th best in the world. That's my own issue. Simple. He's a very good player when it comes to whatever he has done or at his age. But 7 in the world, come on, man. Before you even get to top 10 in the world years ago, you know what you have to do years and years constantly. And okay, if we're looking at it again, stats to stats, you might say, okay, Kopama did not score or he did not do as much in Euros. Kopama played what? Just 2 games. He had 1 goal, 1 assist. During the season, he scored God knows how many goals, important goals as well, and assists. So the reason I said that is because of the list, to be honest. It's not about his abilities. Yes, he has fantastic abilities, which a lot of people do have abilities too, but they are not living up to it. But he playing just what, a season, or okay, because of the Euros, which is what, 8 games or 10 games, if he's even up to 10, and they put him on the 7th best in the world.
Okay,
No, I don't
Lily,
know.
you have some valid points in what you said, but when you said because of the Euros, which is just 8 games or 10 games, I don't know how many games is in the Euros before you get to the final. I don't know how many games, but if you say because of the Euros, which is just 8 or 10 games, then your point is not valid. You also said Palmer has scored important goals, and in the Euros he played just 2 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. There are other players that can play in Lamine Yamal spot. Aside for the fact that he's a winger, or maybe there's no good winger, as a coach, you can decide to play different formations. Do you understand? But he has made his mark in every game, or let me say 70% or 80% of the games you have put Lamine Yamal in, he has made his mark. And he's not just making his mark in goal scoring, because if you are we are the generation that we qualify people's input in a game via goal and assist. I agree. But for somebody that is 16/17, as at the time it was put on this list, I don't think for me, the reason why I said I'm not expecting much from Lamine Yamal is because we all saw what happened to Ansu Fati. And maybe it's because of the injuries or because of the load of the number 10 jersey that is on him. I want to put that aside. But for me, I don't really expect much from Lamine Yamal because of what I see from Ansu Fati. So I don't want to get my hopes up. But personally, I think I'm at a point where I have literally run out of words for the 17-year-old wonder kid, because no amount of praise can do injustice, because you have just got to see what he's doing on the pitch against top teams to believe that even if this guy was overrated to be put on number 7 in the list, he has actually lived up to the expectation. So because I would say for most of us that were early believers of Messi's career, I'm privileged to watch a wonder kid like that. So
How old was Messi when you started to see this the likeness you're saying in Yamal now? How old was Messi then?
when I started seeing the likeness, okay, I would say before everybody actually put a stamp on Messi, I would say it was around 19. But if you look at Messi during the Olympics, most importantly against Nigeria, you down the journey, maybe 2 or 3 years later, we could see the difference between him calling himself I don't know how old Messi was at that time, but we had people like Mikel Obi and Tai Taiwo, and generally we could compare them. So for us to see what Lamine Yamal is doing at 17, I would say they are privileged again, because the fact still remains that for somebody that is 17 years old, his decision making is out of this world. I don't know why I don't know why people are not saying that.
It's fine. Okay, but I want to ask a question.
Okay, can I?
So maybe you would answer the question. Now, the point Dele has made is the list is making it he's saying that he's overrated at that age to be there. And I'm going to bring back this point again that in 2007, when Messi was 20 years old, Messi did not have an extraordinary season. Messi was third in the same Ballon d'Or, right? He had, like I said before, 14 goals the whole of the season, and he had, let's say, about 5 or so assists, but he was third in Ballon d'Or. Everyone could see the potential. Everyone could see, could foresee and say, oh, this is going to be a future star in football. Did you guys think, people who are saying Lamine Yamal is overrated right now, do you think that as at then, Messi too was overrated to be third in Ballon d'Or?
That's a great question. Are you
No, I'm
asking?
asking the pro.
I would have to check that year you're talking about. I'm on it. So
No, okay. It's factual. I'm going to send the link in there, to the group so you guys can check. Of course, he was third. I'm not lying that he was third. The goals he scored in the 2006, 2007 season, it wasn't up to 15 goals. I did list it.
Okay, I want to thank you for this great opportunity. Okay, so basically, firstly, I'm going to say that your question is somehow because you basically can't compare Lamine Yamal now to what we saw in Messi. When Messi stood up at first, we could see that this is Messi has been him from the very start. I can't remember the season he scored that Maradona-like goal. I don't know how old he was then.
It was in his 20s.
20s?
Yeah, he was perhaps 21 or there. But that time he won the Ballon d'Or. He won his first Ballon d'Or at age 22. And his first podium finish for Ballon d'Or was at was he 19 or 20? And he came in third.
Because so basically, I was trying to say that okay, so back firstly on Lamine Yamal. So I think why I didn't say I for overrated is I think overrated is the wrong word. So I think the correct word should be that Lamine Yamal is still in process. So now for a guy that's just coming up, he has played about 71 games for both clubs and country. He has scored only 13 goals. That's an average of 1 goal in every 5 games. He's not to be blamed because he's still in process. I think maybe a lot of people remember last season when Show was using word like special for Palmer. And I said, I can't call Palmer special yet because special people are people that they have done these things repeatedly over a period of time. You can't become special in a single season. We've seen, just like Olasalam said, Ansu Fati, we've seen players rise and fall the same season. It doesn't take away talent. It's not just talent that make people special. It's the consistency that they put in. Okay, Messi and Ronaldo, they did it for almost 20 years. So that is what we are talking about. So Lamine Yamal, overrated is the wrong word. I think the correct word is, but sadly, we're in an era whereby there's agenda. Everybody wants to use social media to push your player. So if you don't tweet some particular word, they probably don't rate your player. So it probably got to 7th because, of course, there are extra that backers handle on Twitter that are doing extra work or is him. But at this moment, I'm happy to say that Lamine Yamal is not him yet.
Okay. I have a question for you. Don't you think that someone who was one of the most standout players at the Euros, he had the most assists, he had 3 more than any other player in the same competition at 17. I mean, he got into the competition at 16, but he turned 17 while playing the competition. He had the most assists. He was the best young player in the competition. He was best young player in La Liga. It was also his first season playing professionally in football, and he scored 7 goals, 5 assists. Why is it? I mean, I keep on making reference to Messi because Messi did what made him third in Ballon d'Or, which is the bone of contention. He did it at age 20 or 21 or there.
But this Maradona-like goal I talked about, Messi was 19 when he scored it, not 20.
Okay, and in that same season, when he was 19, I'm coming on, sorry. In that same season that Messi was 19, he totaled 6 goals in the same competition that we think Lamine Yamal should not do. He didn't have any other, international exposure, right? Perhaps the under-20, was it the under-20 game where they beat Nigeria? I think he was about 19 then, right? But that's under-20 football. In the big leagues, he didn't have any of this. Are you not saying that this guy at 17, who's gone on to the big stages, it's not easy to have the most assists in a competition. He had what 6 or thereabouts. The nearest person had 3. In it's a
No,
competition
no,
that
no,
had
no, no, no.
superstars.
He
in
had
it.
4. He had
Okay,
4
okay,
assists,
okay.
2
Can I
goals,
comment?
or 1 goal. One
Can I
goal. I think Lala, you're
can I say
overreaching the
something?
record. Sorry,
I like
sorry,
to come in.
Yeah.
Yama.
I like
Can I?
to come in.
I want to comment.
Everybody want to come in. Oh yeah, come in. Knock and come in.
Hold on.
Okay. I am sure. Are you going first? Or you want
Let's
me
show
I'm
to
go
go?
sharing
first.
the record there. Sorry, before you talk, I'm just sharing the
I'll
record
go
on the
first.
screen. If you can see,
We can't
Oh, there.
spare
I'm
us.
coming. I'm
Seriously.
showing now. Okay, 1 second.
I've been sharing the screen since. He only scored 1 goal, 4 assists in that competition, and then he almost had 3 goals, 2 assists or thereabout. So you can't say he went 4 or 3 goals assist more than the next person. No, that's not true.
Okay.
Carvajal
Okay.
was outstanding. Danny Olmo was outstanding in that competition. Fabian Lewis, what's that other guy's name? The tall guy. He was also outstanding. But
Well, how many of these guys were
Can I say something,
no,
please?
let them talk.
It's just it's just funny that everybody is trying to use goals as the yardstick to talk about this guy. Have you forgotten? This guy is just when the Euros started, he was 16 years old, and at 16 years old, I don't want to call anybody out, but at 16 years old, the guy is going through his puberty stage. So he's going through changes, he's going through personal things that he will definitely not come online to talk about. But when Okoyenka said Barcelona has different handles on X that have been pushing the Lamine Yamal's narrative, every club has different handles, different people from India, from different parts of the country that we don't even know about with zero ball knowledge, and they just try to push a narrative. So I don't think we should use that one as a yardstick. But look at somebody at 16, 17. He's not, I agree, he's not in yet. He's just 16, he's just 17. He's not in yet, but nobody can write off his physical and technical ability. And he's also a flawless decision maker. I just see him as somebody with a computer brain. Even yes, even at that age, because if you look at players his age, the players that in a time in their career they rose and they are fallen. At 16, 17, I don't think we have seen that kind of decision-making ability or physical and technical ability. Now, if you are using stats in the UEFA Euro qualifiers, he played 4 games and he scored 2 goals. If you now go to the UEFA Euros, the main competition, he played 7 games, he scored 1 goal, 1 very important goal, and 4 assists. Spain is not a team that they lack a goal scorer. They have prolific goal scorer. Everybody is a goal scorer. And he played 7 games and he made 4 assists. So as a winger, I see his job is a winger. He's not a striker. When it comes to his first job, his main job, the first job highlighted in his job description, he meets that aspect, which is assisting of goals as a winger. Cut, dribble, and assist your striker. And he does that perfectly. Now, he scored just 1 goal. If you now go to Barcelona in his first breakout season, he played in 2023-2024. He played 37 games. He scored 5 goals and made 5 assists. At that time, he was 16. Mention any 16-year-old in the whole wide world in any club that played 37 games and could score 6, maybe a goal more than Lamine Yamal. Now, let's go to this season. He has played 17 games. He has scored 5 goals and he has assisted 9 times. He is not a natural goal scorer. And Barcelona just finished their game against Getafe. I saw him because at the beginning of the season, he said, I want to score more goals, which has actually affected his output. Do you understand? So now he's going for more goals and forgetting his first job based on the fact that everybody is saying he needs to score more goals, score more goals. In the game against Getafe today, I would rate him a 6.5 because he played well, but he neglected his first job description.
Okay.
So I think we should forget about the fact if you are talking about the list, now we are in the new year, a new list is going to come out maybe by the end of the year or beginning of next year. So far, let's bring up everybody that were on the list last season, the top 10. And I just want to ask one question. Are you telling me every one of them have done better or they have been more exceptional than Lamine Yamal?
Okay.
Thank you.
So just refer to what Dele is putting up on the screen now. You're putting up the stats of Messi in 26-27 season. And I was asking you a question. How old do you think Messi was for putting up these stats as at this year, Dele?
How old is Messi now? Maybe 37. So maybe it was maybe 19 then, or I don't know.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Messi was 22
But-
going 20. Wait,
Are
I'm
we-
telling you something.
I get the point. No. I'm only debunking. Hold on, Lala. I'm only debunking one aspect of what you said. What you compared Messi to was the season Messi finished third. He scored 6 goals, whatever you said. I said that's not true.
No, I said
brought
14.
that up.
Can anyone?
Oh, you did not say 14. He
Can
wasn't up to 14. The number you said
Numbers.
wasn't up to 14.
Dele, recording
no,
will
no.
come out. What did I say? I didn't say.
I can't remember the number.
I said 14 because this is the exact same thing I counted last episode where I said, oh, this is the stat that got Messi third in Ballon d'Or. Is this what? Because if we're looking at it as goals and assist stats now, look at Messi's stats at 22. This is Messi at 22, by the way. Messi at 22, and he was third. No, sorry, at 21. He was 21 here. Is this stat what third at Ballon d'Or? And my question is, would you say Messi was also overrated as at this point when he had these stats for
as
third?
at 206, 207, this stat is worth it. What you're saying here, 36 games, 17 goals. As at 206, 207, it is worth it. Now, hold on. Now, let me land.
At 2025,
we can always talk to understand. You don't have to. When I finish, then you come in. I'm getting somewhere, unless I'll forget. Now, I'm trying to pull up Cole Palmer's stats last season. Now, because we already checked Lamine Yamal's. You said everybody's talking about how wonderful he was in the Euros. The Euros was 1 goal, 4 assists. Dani Olmo had 2 or 3 goals, 2 assists, which is way more important than Yamal's stats. Was he 7th? No. Pull up Cole Palmer's stats.
It's not the only yardstick.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
the only reason you guys are saying is you're only talking about his age, which I do. When it comes to the age, I agree. But we shouldn't be coming into things with age now. If not, they will go and bring Ronaldo that is scoring whatever in Saudi at 40 something. At how old is he?
So are you saying at 2007?
He's a fine player.
No, wait, at
7 is overreach for me.
But at 2007, right, when Messi pulled off 14 league goals and was third best player in the world, Ballon d'Or standard, are you saying there is no other people who scored more than 14 league goals that could have been third?
Drogba, highest goal scorer that season. How many goals did he finish?
That's the point I'm making. I asked the question. Was Messi overrated here? Was Messi overrated here?
Because that's what I'm telling you. You're listening to argue. 17 goals.
You are just biased. Dele,
Hold on now.
Dele, you are biased. If you are saying 2027,
17 goals.
Dele, generally, me and you will agree football stats or whatever, or whatever football was as, or whatever football is as actually reduced.
Yeah, we do agree.
We are not seeing wingers doing the regular leg overs and the cutting and scoring wonderful goals again. Football generally is mid right now. So as at 2007, we had exceptional.
How many goals did they score?
Exceptional. I'm saying as at 2007, we had exceptional players compared to the kind of players we have in 2004, 2000.
Agreed. We are on the same place there. Agreed.
So if Messi was third in the Ballon d'Or list and he had 14 goals, like Lala said, and now Yamal at 16, and Yamal 16, 17 has had this much impact. Now, you mentioned something that I actually disagree with. You said Cole Palmer has scored important goals. I am personally, forget banter, forget beef or anything. I am a fan of Cole Palmer. yes, I don't like the English media, but I've seen the guy play and he has some skills. He has good, yeah, he knows how to pass and he can score goals. But if you are now saying Cole Palmer has scored important goals, don't write off what this guy has done at his age. Now, considering age, a 16 or 17-year-old boy should not even be starting in a team like Barcelona because the biggest player in Barcelona's history is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi couldn't start at 16, 17. So let's talk about the decline that's happened to football and Barcelona as a whole. For a coach to give Lamine
Thank
Yamal the
you.
opportunity,
That is what I have been talking about.
and he has lived up to the opportunity. He has lived up to the opportunity. He has taken every advantage of the opportunity given to him, not only in La Liga, in the Euros, in the Champions League to an extent against some big teams. Look at the Euros. The only goal he scored it a day before he was
Okay,
17
I agree
against
with what
France.
you say now.
And he scored it against all these top people we're talking about. Look at how he turned in this defender and he scored the goal. Now he was the top 3 players in the Spanish squad that led them to victory. Don't leave that alone. Don't say somebody had 3 more stuff. See, naturally, Dani Olmo is a goal scorer. Dani Olmo is an established player. You can't compare the impact Dani Olmo had to the one Lamine Yamal had. So even if we go to the Euros, he has
I
lived
do
up to
agree now.
expectation.
Let's just move
Now,
on. I do agree.
now, now,
Where
Sorry,
the point you're coming
sorry.
from,
no, in this
Sorry,
league
I like
let's
season,
don't drag it. You don't
I
come
like
in
to
show.
come in.
I agree with what you just said
Yeah, yeah.
because he just made the
No,
point
no, no. I'm not
about.
I'm not,
Let's just
asking.
move.
I'm
No,
not
no, no.
done.
For real,
I'm
I
not
do
done.
understand.
Let
I'm
I
not
do
let
done.
let
understand
I'm
what
not
it is
done.
now.
And that's where I'm
let's
coming.
not
let's show
done.
let's show at the final words.
Let's
I'm
order.
not
Let's
done.
show.
I'm not done.
No, no, Olasalam, you have to be
Please
you
hold
have to be done.
on.
Let's show have the final word so we
Yeah.
can move on. Show.
Okay. So I like to
So you
say
have 1 minute. You have
about
1
2 or
minute, by
3
the way.
points
1
here.
minute.
Yeah. All right. No problem. So first of all, I do not. Some of the points raised by Olasalam, I think, is just being emotional, and I'll come with my point. Okay, I'm not saying all of them are wrong, but I think some of them is just being emotional. Now, to start with, Yamal was given the young best player of the year, if I'm correct. That should surface because of his age. Every other performance cannot now be because of his age. No, it has to be based on whatever statistics and metrics as compared to every other professional footballer. But for his age, he has been given the young player of the year. So that should sort his age. Last season, I used to talk about minor with Okwainka, and majority of what I say at the time was, see, I rate this boy because for his age, he has this more like he's composed as a central midfielder. For his age, a lot of them struggle, and for him to have adapted at that age, yeah, that means he's got something in there. However, he still needs to improve to get to that stage where people can also, oh yes, he is this and he
Okay.
is that.
Wait,
That
wait.
aside.
Sorry.
Secondly,
No.
secondly,
Show. Don't do secondly. I want to ask you just one.
no. It's not.
I
It's
gave you
still,
1 minute. So
yeah.
1 minute
Okay,
don't
go ahead.
pass. So now it's just the last questions.
Okay.
Can you rate for Spain? Who were the standout players for Spain at the Euros? Just 2 or 3. Top 3. Top 3.
Rodri, Olmo, and of course,
Wait. Just wait. Then in the league for Barcelona, can you name the 3 standout players for Barcelona?
honestly,
Would it be
not
would it be in there? Do you think it would be in there?
I know I cannot say because I don't watch them, but I know that Lewandowski because of the number of goals and Rafinha as well because of the number of goals, and I see the way some of their fans tweet about his performance every now and then. So I'm sure that those 2, I'm certain, but the rest,
Do you think he was influential for Barcelona last season?
well, maybe, but there are some other people that were also influential for other teams.
No.
Personally,
I'm
believe me,
because
hold
the
on.
basis of
Personally, Obama should be rated higher than this boy for
Are you
last season.
joking?
Boy,
Like I
you
said,
play you up now. Okay,
Stop
let's just move
now.
on. Let's just move
No,
on. I think we'll leave. Wait. No, let's not go back. Let's not go back on it. Let's not go back on it.
Before we move
You have 1
on,
minute. 1 minute, and we move.
before we move on, I asked one question. I said, bring up this Kobe Minor you are speaking about. He has not lived up to any expectation. Look at a player like Casado. Casado's first professional game was when our defensive midfielder, this 19-year-old guy, was injured. And ever since then, every game he has improved. If you are saying, I'm not talking about age and I'm not emotional, but because of what Lamine Yamal has done, forget the age. Who in his category, even if he did not win the youngest player, look at Kubasi now. Kubasi is doing exceptionally well. He has lived up to expectation. There are just maybe 1 or 2 games the guy has fallen below expectation, maybe causing a penalty or taking a bad decision or anything. He has played against top defenders. But please, forget about this whole stuff you're talking about, Lamine Yamal. Don't rate Lamine Yamal, Kopama over Lamine Yamal just because of the Premier League. Use the Euros and use the Champions League. Use everything.
We're actually moving on to Kopama right now, which is fine that we've moved. I mean, we've exhausted the Lamine Yamal topic. This is the last words on this first podcast for whether he's overrated or not. If you've listened up to this moment, can you let us know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think Lamine Yamal is overrated? Have the guys done justice to the discussion, or were you able to change your mind? Like the way Dele has said, oh, he agrees now. But I don't know if he's stylishly saying he just move on or he agrees. I don't know. But we'll move on anyway. The next one is Cole Palmer, which was another.
Sorry, I do agree. This is not sarcasm. I do agree. He made that point about saying, coach trusting a 16-year-old. That's real big. I do agree.
Okay, all right, that's good. We're able to change one opinion today. I hope there'll be more of that. But I know some people are stubborn. Their names start with S. I don't mention any name, but it start with S. We move on to Kopama. Kopama was also mentioned last week of being overrated. Now, if you agree that Kopama is overrated, can I get an I?
Aye.
So that means who was the first person?
I am the first person.
And okay, Olasalam think Kopama is overrated. Think Olasalam, you had a lot to say last week, but I'm going to give Okoyinka the chance to. By the way, Okoyinka is a Chelsea fan, and I would like to give him the opportunity to, tell us why he thinks Kopama is overrated.
Thank you. So, overrated, not that is not exceptional. Overrated in terms of there are games Chelsea play. I think there was a game we all seen recently, and they came up with the man of the match. I can't remember the game, but I think it was a match that he performed below standard.
You lost the game.
Yeah. And I thought it was a joke. Then I saw this alert, man of the match, Kopama. They're like, what I was saying about Yamal earlier on. So now,
Chelsea 4.
Okoyinka, are you there?
Yeah, me.
Okay, I just wanted to add that if you're talking about this alert from the official Premier League app for FPL, that's not the official man of the match. That's just fan voted. If that's what you're referring to.
Yeah. But what I mean exactly is the fact that it's not that it's not good. It's very good. It's exceptional. But the fact is over. Now there are some games that, of course, he won't play well. That a coach should take him out. But now they can't take him out because he is Kopama. Kopama is also in process. He's very good, but he is not him yet. So I think personally, overrated is not the word for me, basically. But I think he's still in process. He will get there. He has the talent and he's doing well. But of course, Chelsea is not that team yet. Do you understand? So that's why I said he's overrated is in quotes, but yeah, he's not him yet.
Okay, Olasalam, you got 1 minute to add to this, so we go to the other side of the debate.
Yeah, me saying I agree that Kopama is overrated is just a bit of banter. I think we need to find another word instead of underrated and overrated. I have seen Kopama play, and trust me, is so beautiful to watch. But
I think the problem I have with these English players is because of the media. I think there are a lot of players around the world that are also doing what, or they can also do what Cole Palmer is doing, week in, week out, maybe regardless of the team. But I think the issue I have with this Cole Palmer people is the same one I've had with this Sancho, Rashford, Meno, and all that. They are English players, and at a point in time, just very few of them make it to the top. That's the reason why I am not actually putting too many hopes on him. He's a fantastic player. He's exceptional, but I don't think he's overrated or underrated. I think he's there, and I think if he continues, he will do it. I mean, in the next 5-10 years, I think Kupama is a player that will still be there. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the other side of the divide. Toby, the other Chelsea fan on the pod. Toby, what do you have to say?
Yeah,
Do you think what do you have to say to the other side who think Kobaba, they think the word is not overrated, but they think the hype is too much, basically? What do you have to say for that?
Yeah, I think I disagree with them. But unfortunately for them, of course, they've mentioned that overrated. Yeah, so maybe the English is what is confusing them, right? That's what I'll say. Because this is a player that is only in his second full season. His first full season, he came to Chelsea. His numbers was 23 goals or 22 goals as a midfielder behind Alan that is scoring goals for fun everywhere he has gone to. And he's also playing in a Chelsea team that has been rebuilding consistently, that has consistently been rebuilding. So the team is not even settled yet. To be this good in such a broken home, broken house, which Chelsea is from upper season to last season to trying to get his feet to now. And what Kopama is continually doing he has always been on the rise. If I go back to Man City, anytime he comes in for Man City when Pep was using him, we always saw those flashes that this guy had something. Saying he's overrated, man. I
Okay.
don't know what to say.
All right. Who is the other
I'm
side
confused.
of the for Cole Palmer that wants to add a bit of context to this? Any reasons why? Any other reasons why you think Cole Palmer is not overrated? He's just well rated, or do you think he's the best thing since sliced bread in terms of English players?
I mean, for me,
Okay.
sure, go.
Okay. So I don't think he's overrated. Normally, just for every, like Olasalam said, for every English player, the English media say, wow, all those kind of things. They'll do one and the English media will call it 111, that kind of a thing. And of course, who wouldn't rate his own thing? But if you watch this boy, you know that he's an intelligent player. Yeah, he's very, very good. And he's an intelligent player. Yes, he is not there yet. There are still aspects of his game that he needs to fine tune and, add some little or more experiences here and there. But you know that there's something in there that is very special that if properly nurtured and then, get a good, coach that can, put him through. Yeah, the world will be at his feet. Yeah. So I don't think he's overrated. Normally when you go through the different fans accounts, especially those big accounts, it happens for every other team. You see Man U fans start shouting Euro as if people don't destroy Euro here and there. You see these ones shout, say, it's normal. It's normal. It's just normal. It's normal for every fan base. Madrid call Enzo or that boy. You'll be wondering, wait, what's happening? This boy, well, they said he's done some fantastic stuff in Brazil. Hendrick, yeah. But hey, yeah, it's not Brazil. This is Spanish league, and he hasn't played so many matches or done so many things. But the way they talk about him, you think the guy is the next Messi of some sort, or he will be in the next contention for Ballon d'Or. It's just normal fan reaction, and just like that. But personally, Kopama is up there for me. Fantastic.
Okay. On the other side, do you have any rebuttal, or should we move on?
No, actually, so I think you guys are getting it wrong. I did not say Kupama is overrated. I said so for me, I think when the player is in process, part of the process is on your bad days, subs you out, let you know that okay, we have other players that can do it. Sadly, Kopama is on a journey to where he could see his career end before he starts. The moment they start treating him like him, yet. I mean, there have been games that Kopama should have solved up at 70, 80 minutes. And like, if you notice consistently, Palmer fades off towards the ending of every game. So like, he has his best game in the first 45 minutes of most games if you watch. So around 70 minutes, he's getting tired. But he's untouchable. So I mean, for a young guy like that should still be learning certain things, it's important a coach understands that, okay, I'm part of this boy's process and I should take responsibility for the development. So if coaches don't start doing this to Palmer, I'm sorry, he might not be the guy, he might not be the end products we were looking forward to be honest.
But don't you think?
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Yeah, I think I totally agree.
Okay.
And it's because of the current state where Chelsea is at the moment. If this guy is probably playing for Madrid, it will have. I think there will be so many times he will be substituted. But because of the current crop of players in Chelsea, the coach probably believes, see, I don't have anybody to still do some magic. If we need any, so let me just leave you. I know that at some point you can still do one or two magic, to still turn around the game. I think that's why. And yeah, just like you said, yeah, his career might probably end before.
Yeah, sure. Did it go in?
Me, I don't agree with all this that they're talking about. We're talking about the player that you put a Jackson in front of him, and he's still getting all these stats. I don't know how people are so biased. You're saying, you're telling me Yamal is not, what's it called? It's not overrated, which he has Lewandowski in front of him, where you just give small pass, he scores.
Lewandowski is 37 years old.
Let me finish, please. I understand. But he's still a good striker.
He's not a good striker. He's 37 years old.
Lewandowski is not a good striker, really.
At this point, he's 37 years old. Anymore, he's 37 years old.
I don't agree with that.
Oh,
I will still take Lewandowski ahead of. Put Lewandowski in front of Kopama and see how many goals he will score.
Nothing is going to happen. He's 37 years old.
Okay. I mean,
All right.
that's your...
Olasalam, Lewandowski is still one of the best strikers out there.
I don't know what they are saying.
The numbers don't lie.
But the numbers don't lie.
But the numbers don't lie.
Go and look at the goals
Lewandowski
has lost this season. Go and look at the goals Lewandowski has lost.
Striker does not lose goals. But the thing I'm trying to bring,
the goals Lewandowski has lost this season, he will not lose it on a normal day.
Olasalam, let's Daily land.
Yes, Lewandowski is old or whatever, but we are talking about a Chelsea team that is trying to rebuild right now. I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, yes, but I'll tell you, I would rather have a Kopama behind if I buy a top striker than Odegaard. But I mean, as an Arsenal fan, I always have to support my players. You cannot take the start away from this boy. Last season, I was like, stupid boy. Let's see about this season. Maybe it's one season wonder. Now, season has started. This boy keeps, even games that, I mean, just go watch some of his goals. His first touch alone takes 3 people out. I mean, it's just funny you say he's overrated and then someone...
You're not getting the word. Nobody say, both of us didn't say he's overrated.
Oh, okay. Maybe I missed that point then. Okay.
You didn't get it.
Overrated. Okay.
Okay. So I don't think there's much to discuss with Kopama, but there was so much, venom in the group that I thought you guys would go head to head on it. But I think everyone is in agreement. They've said overrated is not the right word, right? And then they just think he could. The hype sometimes due to media, which is understandable. I think every country, every club, media, they do that to all their players really, and there's a reason why. It's been a long time before the Ballon d'Or came back to England. It's not like of course we have Ronaldo and Messi there, but ever since they've left there, there's always been one. They had Benzema, we had these other guys going to win the Ballon d'Or. So I think, media plays a part, but it's just that locally in England, yes, the English media can be worse. This is going to take us to our last topic of the day, which is another topic that we've discussed before, and we're bringing it back. It's called the Hazard and Salah remix because it's just never ending. And I don't know if anyone has changed their position, right? And people have said, "Oh, I'm going to start." In fact, let me just go right into it. I know Onyeka has been itching his hands here to come in and say his piece on Salah. Tell us now, why do you still feel that Hazard is that guy ahead of Salah?
Yeah, I mean, like, we're talking recently, and since we started the conversation, there has been about at least 5 or 6 interviews from professional footballers or coaches or something that people will come out and tell you that, oh boy, this guy was special. And I've been asking myself, okay, let's say I'm biased because I'm a Chelsea fan, and are these guys biased? Or or there are things they saw in Hazard that, as what's his name, Salah cannot dream of pulling out in his whole lifetime. So I think these are the things. For me, Hazard is basically not on Salah's level, bar the goals. The only thing he has over him is the goals. And thinking about it now, the only reason why they rate, Liz, I would like to come back to this, please.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to move on to Toby. Toby, what was your position of this? I said if you have to pick a player between Hazard and
Yeah.
Salah, who would you have chosen?
So my position was Salah. My position is Salah. Sorry, my position is Hazard.
Okay.
And the reason why I've chosen Hazard was because of his impact in the team. The time he played for Chelsea, Chelsea was rebuilding. He came in 2021. No, there
Can
about
we?
no 20,
So we taking
2013, 2013, 14.
who was
2013,
reviewing?
2014.
Hold up,
Calm
hold
down.
up.
That was when Chelsea finished winning the Champions League.
And they were
Hold on
rebuilding
now.
him. No, we're just okay.
Yes, because the team was already going down at the time.
Sure, sure you can hear. They won Champions
Calm
League, but they are
down.
rebuilding.
The Champions League that Chelsea won that year, nobody expected Chelsea to win the Champions League. The team was already dead and buried.
But
Chelsea
they won it.
finished finished in the Premiership that season at around 10th position. It was unexpected. We sacked our coach, Roberto Di Matteo came in, and nobody really gave him a chance to win the league. The
Okay, so
Champions League.
what part of Chelsea was rebuilding? Is it the squad or is it what was
The
it?
squad.
Management.
Chelsea was
Okay.
the squad. Now,
Okay.
Hazard did not play with Hazard played with different set of kind of players, in my own opinion. Sometimes he played with maybe 2 or 3 seasons where he played with Oscar, Mata, yeah, and you could see what he was made of. Again, for me, it was a joy seeing Hazard play. Hazard alone can win games for you, right? And again, I saw Salah play at Chelsea. There was nothing superlative about Salah other than the goals. Unfortunately, yes, in the chat group, I probably will say talk about stats and all that. But there are certain times I don't want to only use stats because there are certain players that just wow, they are different.
Okay.
And as
I want to
consider
put into perspective for you because you said Salah, you didn't see the goals. Salah did not have the best start at Chelsea. I think that's been established as facts, right? And he didn't get the most chances. He didn't come in he wasn't a superstar signing when he came in. He came in as more of a squad player, if I would say.
player.
But ever since he's left Chelsea, he's consistently been a source of goals and assists for every team he has played for. So, reason why this conversation is happening is because he's left, he's come back to the Premier League, and if you compare again, everybody doesn't want to talk about stats. What about this conversation is still
the truth is, Lala, the truth is that the only thing we're going to talk about Salah and Hazard in this debate is going to be because Salah has the stats, the number of goals and the assists, right? But
okay,
again,
what does Hazard have over him?
Hazard just knows how to play ball better than Salah.
So why do we play ball? Why do you play ball? Why do you play ball? Is it just not to play ball?
Toby. It's like saying that Pogba is a better player than De Bruyne. No, it's not possible. Facts don't lie, and facts says otherwise. like I said the other day, okay, I I love players like Hazard, Iniesta, um, Neymar, because I like free flair, all those kind of like those 10 back in the days of JJ, Ronaldinho, those kind of players. That's what I love. People that can dribble, that can take, like that. Yeah. But hey, the game has morphed into something else. And aside that, okay, we are playing this game because we need results. And the only thing that can guarantee you this result is goals and assists. Salah's numbers are crazy. When I say crazy, for someone who is not a striker, like a 0.9, scoring 232 goals in Liverpool in 379 games, that's madness. You cannot just say this guy is not good. It's not possible. We watch Hazard. Those are the kind of players that I love to watch. But hey, the game is not just about you dribbling, taking 5 people out, and then no.
So
When
I
you
agree,
have someone who is very
kind of
direct,
understand your
and
point. I understand your point.
that's what I
But never
say.
see. I understand your
Salah
point.
is Hazard
Today,
is better talented. That's the word that I will use. Hazard is more
So to
talented.
put your argument
I
into
think I'll use
perspective
that word.
now. Okay, so I have with me now a comparison of Didier Drogba and Lukaku. So Lukaku has 121 Premier League goals, while Drogba has 104 goals. So since football is just about goals to you,
so
and
Lukaku
because
is
that is
better.
why we play football, so is Lukaku a better striker than Didier Drogba?
He is, yes, and I'm
So-
saying it with every ounce in
So
me.
is
He
that
is.
Then I have
Yes.
I have
Yes.
another
Answer the
perspective for
question.
you too. You that just asked the question now. Jackson and Nunes, they are fantastic to watch. You don't know how to score. Since it's all about
so what's the
watching
comparison?
them
They are both not good. So what's the comparison there?
Haaland, what does it apart from hold on? If Haaland is not scoring, what is he doing? Hold up play 0.
As,
He's playing with the team 0, but he's scoring, right?
he
But
said,
hold on.
Alan, hold up, play 0.
Hold up play 0. It's just this season is probably improving. Hold up play
Haaland.
0. Even
Is
people say-
is Haaland the best striker in the world?
I mean, currently, yes.
Or
I mean,
Kwenyika,
because-
is he the best striker in the world?
This season,
What are you talking about?
no, in the last 3 seasons, who's the best striker in the world? Or 2 seasons?
yeah, Alan, yeah.
Answer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Does he know how to play?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So let me tell you. So let me tell you.
It's
let me
just
tell you.
obvious.
So-
Don't worry.
So let me tell you.
Okay,
what you call does he know how to play?
Okwenka, let me
Right, wait.
make
Wait.
something
Let
clear.
me answer.
Sorry.
Does he know how to play?
Okay.
A center forward knows how to play because he knows how to put the ball at the back of the net. That is the work of a center forward. He said center forward. That's the only position on the field that you are not expected to do much other than putting balls at the back of the net, right? But for a winger, right, people want to watch you do something different. You want to take on defenders. You are not scared to go past defenders. Like right now, I can't even think of any time I've seen Salah go past the defender that is not running. I mean, you can run, of course, you can run and beat your man.
Okpayeka.
Maybe this is
No.
recency
Foul,
bias.
Paris.
Okay, so
Everybody has their own narrative when it comes to how they want to how they want to
Yes.
score their players. Now
Yes.
you are saying Haaland is a center forward. His job is to score. Accepted. Haaland has been the best striker in the world for the last 3 seasons, but you are using stats to judge a Lamine Yamal. That how many goals does he have?
Let's not go back to Lamine Yamal. But the thing
Salah.
is, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send a YouTube link.
Mhm.
Just go and Google Salah dribble. You cannot say this guy. You can't say Salah cannot dribble.
God bless
you,
you.
Thank
you
you.
can't
See,
have
let,
watched Salah in
let me
Premier
tell
League.
you. Let me tell you.
He has destroyed
Let me tell you.
defenders.
Let me
City's
tell you.
defense. Like
It's
how many
usually,
seasons back to back?
an error of definition. See, someone that go past your defender with speed is different from someone that takes on his man. What Salah does?
Salah will
Okay.
dribble 3 people at the same time. Score.
How does Ronaldo
when I
dribble his
say
players back in the
go past,
days?
it does not mean that in his whole lifetime he will not dribble anybody when he's not an idiot. Even Jackson the dribble.
Wait. Have you guys even heard about players talk about Spurs Dembele? How good he is.
Yeah,
The Dembele in Spurs.
of course.
Yes, people who played and watch him play.
That midfielder.
Yeah, they say he is fantastic. But how many goals and assists did he have? Who will
That's not
remember
even
him?
his job.
But Dembele
That's not even
was
his job,
that's
no,
not,
anyway. That's not
it's
even
not
his
his
job
job
because he was a
exactly.
central midfielder. But
Midfielder.
I just think is blasphemy even to think Salah does not know how to dribble, does not go past players.
Now you are forgetting that we are in comparison. It's not
Lala,
that he doesn't dribble at all.
this same Okwenka, if you're talking about dribbles, and you are the same person at a time you picked Hazard over a Neymar. Don't forget, you picked Hazard over a Neymar. In a player that can dribble past or can take on his man
I'm
one
changing sides. I'm going for Salah now.
God bless you. God bless you.
compare Hazard and Neymar. If you're talking
God bless
about
you.
a player that
Is comparable, please? As Neymar is
Yeah.
everything.
So basically,
everything.
I'll pick a Neymar over
you are,
Hazard.
now you're changing it now.
No, wait.
But
See, let me tell
Neymar
you.
could do both. Neymar could dribble, he could score, he could the stats
That
could
is
back him
it.
up.
But I
That
think
time
at the end of the
Okoyeka
day,
chose Hazard. I'm
Yes,
thinking maybe
it
it's those
shows-
time that Neymar would dribble and would not score. We just
Dele,
dribble and
you're
come
right.
back.
Dele, you're
But-
right. He chose
Eh-heh.
he chose
But wait,
Hazard over Neymar.
will you ever
No,
will
but
you ever
the
see a
time he
comparison
chose-
of Salah and Neymar?
Exactly.
We
This
would
is
not
this is what
because
we are talking about. This
no,
is what
but
we've been talking about.
but Neymar also had the stats when he
If-
was not
if-
when
if-
he's not
if you're-
injured.
if you're talking
But I'm
about
sure Salah,
output,
I'm sure Salah probably has more league goals.
if you're talking about output, you're talking about outputs, like output of every single game, I
Yeah.
would choose a Salah
Exactly.
over Neymar. We're talking about
But
one
this is just normal
If you are-
things that we see with our eyes.
one v
I
one.
watch
Apart from that one,
You
sir,
can't
it's
use
just-
1v1. You can't use
It's
1v1.
Neymar in Barcelona. Let's be honest. It's just Neymar. Neymar is not a serious player. He's Brazilian. He's just party. Neymar in Barcelona is only one I can compare. Check
Even
Neymar
with the
in
party,
PSG
you can never
and all that.
compare Neymar with Salah.
In
Even
terms
the party, you can
of
never
natural, natural,
Neymar
in terms of
in
everything.
PSG. Like,
There's no way you watch Neymar play and you're watching Salah and you're going to come up when you're not mad that you say
Wait,
Salah is better than
I think
Neymar.
I understand what you're saying.
So
You're playing for
at a
natural
point, Okwenka, why did you choose Hazard over Neymar?
I told you before, bro. There's always a bit of being biased when you're talking about your player, right?
So
at that time, wait. hold on.
can we all agree you are being biased when it comes to Salah and Hazard?
Simple.
No.
Simple.
I
Just
don't think you
admit
should put it
it.
that way because
Hazard is
at
no
the
longer a
time
Chelsea
when
player.
Hazard was in form, when there was this particular season, this Hazard and Neymar argument was
Go Melu
was
score
on the
in
top.
form.
No, it wasn't just about the goals. It was just as in the impact what he was doing for Chelsea at that time. If Hazard had continued
Then
on that
also, I think
same
sometimes-
trajectory, then that argument could have lasted for long. But if you look at it, there was no time we ever compared Salah and Neymar. Nobody
Never.
ever picked that argument.
Nobody will ever do that.
But there's because there's no reason to. There's no reason
No, because
to
because it's not on that
Because it
level,
was never
bro.
close.
No.
Because it has never been on that
Wait,
level,
guys,
it will never be.
guys. Again, I want to bring us back. The reason why we're having this discussion, why? Because the official Premier League handle brought up a comparison of Salah and Hazard. 1, 2, they
Because
in the
they
same
played
league.
in the league
They,
together.
yes,
Yes, the
Neymar
same
has not
league.
played in the Premier League. So why would you want to compare
Okay.
him? Him
Yes.
and Hazard. If you want to compare that greatness as
But there were comparisons
No,
between
but we're not talking
Ronaldo
about what
and
the Premier
Messi,
League guys do now.
Hazard being taught to them,
Exactly.
right? Did
Just fans. It was just
What is
fans.
just fans?
even
doing
if the
that.
fans compare, even if
Yes, it's just
even if the fans compare, right?
Like-
There are other reasons aside from even the goals and assists. What Neymar has done for Brazil alone, Hazard has not done half of it.
Excuse
Half of
me?
it. Yes.
Fact.
Come again.
What he has done for
100%.
Brazil,
Hundred.
Hazard has not done
No,
half
but
of it.
Agreed.
You can't say
He said
half.
half.
He has
Yes.
not
You
done
can't say
it.
half.
No,
The
no,
word
no.
half
You're
is
chatting.
too
What
hard.
has he done? What has he done?
No, the
What
word
has he
half
done
is
for
too
Belgium?
harsh now.
The
I
best
think
Belgium
Neymar
finish is
is
third.
even the
Belgium
highest goal scorer in
third
Brazil.
in the World
Third.
Cup.
God na cup.
What is
So
what
what
is
what
third
be
in World
what be
Cup?
I
Brazil
don't
best?
understand.
What
That's
be Brazil
half, man.
best
You
finish
said half.
since Neymar played for Brazil?
Neymar at 25, he was already is he the most?
Top
He was
scorer.
already
Bro, when did
equaling
they
the most
their
goals for
best
No,
Brazil.
position in the
when
World
did they
Cup?
win? What did they win?
What be their best position?
Did
World
they
Cup?
win
Wait till
Olympics?
Belgium win. They don't win
What did
anything.
Belgium
too.
win?
Wait till
They
they
carried
win too.
they carried bronze for
What
World
was
Cup
their
now.
best position?
Wait, should Neymar
Neymar
not win
win Olympics, yeah?
Copa America.
Olympics.
Copa America.
And Copa
Hazard played
America,
Copa
yes,
America.
and Olympics, I think.
So
Yes.
What
okay,
consign me?
why
He no play
why
Euros.
you
Did he not play
why you
Euros?
bring Euros
Did
into
he
not
am?
play
Euros?
Into am?
Abi?
Okay, now people are saying you know play Euros.
now
Now
you are
Euros is
rating
important.
Euros, Abi.
Now you're rating Euros.
Dele, now you are rating
Dele,
Euros.
No, you're not getting
No.
The
This
same
different.
Yamal played Euros. You
Hold
cannot
on.
rate Euros.
Hold
What are
on.
you saying now? He
No,
asked their
hold
own
on. You're
competition.
not getting
Shenema
something
they play
here.
Euros ni. Now
Yes.
South America now. Now what do they do? It's just like you saying
Abi?
Chesala
But
play.
now, Dele, you are
Euros.
rating Euros.
No. I'm
We're
I did
comparing
not- I
what
did
they
not
did.
say
What
Euros.
they did.
I did not underrate Euros before now.
You said 8. You said somebody that played 8 or 10 games in Euros.
And I brought the record that
And
one
score
one
one
goal.
One
goal.
goal.
Because me,
Leave
Musa.
all this agenda.
That's what you
Yes.
said. Let me,
Olasalam, shall won't put you agenda
you
inside.
see, my own agenda is very simple.
I
And
say I don't
another
even
thing
agree,
we
Seth.
need
I don't
to-
know why they bring the
I
agenda.
think I think another thing we need to realize is this: when comparing some of these players. Okay, now a player, if Hazard, for example, had gone to be a blast at Real Madrid, believe you me, I will never have tried to.
Same.
Fact,
I
fact.
agree. I would
I
I will
agree.
not.
I
I will
agree.
not. You need to realize that the reason why I said I chose Lukaku as a better striker than Drogba is just simply agenda. No, because Drogba did it at the big stages. He played in Chelsea. Lukaku didn't do that at the big stage. He did it in Everton, West Brom, and all of those places. That was where he scored majority of his goals. No, you have to do it in the peak
So
or the
let me
Right
ask
in
you.
Stoke City.
So please let me ask you.
Hazard
please let me
was
ask you
a
a question.
total flop at Real
Please, can I ask you a
Madrid.
question?
You can compare a player who played in Chelsea with a player who played
Bro,
in Liverpool.
please, can I
Yes,
ask you a
I mean,
question?
it's
So
still
let's say Salah goes to
You can go
Madrid
ahead.
tomorrow. Of course, they can't beat for him, but let's assume he goes and he flops. So this
He will not
conversation is
flop.
going to.
He will not flop.
no. In fact, the agenda
He-
now
he will
says
not flop.
then you use their English form to judge
will not
both
flop.
of them because Hazard
There is
also
there is no
flops
way.
there.
There
So you
is
use
no
their
way.
English
There is no way.
form to judge them.
In the
And
Madrid
that's it.
team currently, there is no way a Salah is going to flop. Do you know
Who,
why?
who is Salah going to bench in Madrid
He
currently?
has
Okay, that's why I said. That's why I said. If
Rodrigo.
He bench
you
Rodrigo. That's even their best attackers.
Rodrigo, no?
You don't know what you're saying.
but
Rodrigo
Rodrigo does
on.
not start. He doesn't
You don't
even
even know
start right
who
now.
does not start.
Rodrigo doesn't
He
start
doesn't
right
start
now.
anymore, Joe.
Doesn't
You guys
start
don't know what
anymore.
they're. You don't even
He
watch
does
ball.
not
When this
start
guy got
anymore.
red
You
card,
don't watch. You don't watch ball, bro. Rodrigo has been starting since he came back from injury. He was injured.
Even
And
in
he
their
came back
last
from
game,
injury.
even in their last game, he did not start. Their last game against
Copa
Celta,
del
yes,
Rio.
he did
Even
not start.
Bellingham did not start. What are you talking about?
But Rodrigo did not start.
So
Even Bellingham did not
I
start.
think
But
Openka is
Rodrigo
going
did
to
not
understand
start too.
something. Hazard's league form since he joined Liverpool, Hazard has scored in comparison
Hazard,
with the number
are
of
you
games he
drunk?
played. He has scored.
Salah.
Salah. He has scored 63.8% of goals of the matches he has played. There's no.
I
telling
sent a
what this
screenshot
guy
to the
goes.
group now.
As long as they buy
Wait.
him, as long as they buy him,
You guys just like to be when I talk. You don't like to be objective. I sent a screenshot to the group now. Big chance scored. Big chances scored. Hazard scored 43. Salah scored 128. One Paris chef only 128 times to score. What are you guys talking about?
What? I don't even like the way you're using these stats to.
Hold on, sorry. I like to come in.
It shows
Now,
his clinical.
When Messi was,
It shows his clinical, but
It shows how
When
big
Messi was
clinical
playing-
he is.
hold
he
on,
missed
hold on, no, no, no.
145.
Hold on.
He missed
When
145
Messi
big
was
chances.
playing,
You guys
What's the ratio? Do the ratio. What's the
Openka,
difference?
Openka,
Hazard means 37 and scored
Yes.
50. What's the difference?
I check the
What's-
ratio
what-
yourself. You're asking for what's the difference between 37 and 145.
It's not even up to 1. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's not even
Difference
up to
between
1.
37 and 145.
yes,
Do the ratio. 1 point what? 1.1 is 0.9. So what's the difference? What are we arguing about?
Someone
chance.
missed 37 big chances and one missed 145. Say what's the ratio?
Because
Are
he
you
had
drunk?
he had more chances. He had more
Wait,
chances and he was more clinical.
Lala.
Eh?
Hello, Lala. Lampard and Ronaldo, who is better?
They're not even the same player. Ronaldo is more of a forward. He wasn't a center.
you
I
can
know
never,
whether
ever,
Ronaldo is
ever,
not
ever,
before, but
ever.
Ronaldo does not
You
have to
can,
start.
please. You
Lampard
Ronaldo
and
does
who?
not have to start of
Lampard and who? Lampard and who?
Fast
Why
forward,
will
right?
Why will you
Lampard and who?
Wait.
Lampard with?
Are you joking? Who is
Ronaldinho?
this?
This
Wait
is a two-time
now.
FIFA best player.
Who said
And this
Lampard
is-
and Ronaldo?
I said
What
You
Lampard
want
and
beat am?
Ronaldo.
So
Because
Who-
this is
who-
start.
Who's I feel better?
Lampard is better on the
I
start.
feel better. Who said Lampard and Ronaldo? I feel better.
What did Lampard win with for in country?
Who said Lampard and Ronaldo?
Please lock this guy up.
And
Please
throw
lock
the
him
game.
up.
Who said
Official,
Lampard
lock
and
him
What kind
in,
Ronaldo?
of
lock
thing
him
is
up,
this?
lock him.
Two-time
No,
Ballon d'Or.
forget that one. Who said
You are
this?
very-
Who said
you are
Lampard and
There'll
Ronaldo?
be 10 lashes for you. They don't give you 10 lashes.
Stop it, oh.
So
Lala,
see,
not
let
him
me
up.
tell you what I get from all this comparison is because you guys only rate Salah just because he scores.
No,
No.
you don't rate him because you think he cannot dribble or he doesn't pass your eye test. And it's foul.
Listen, guys. Liverpool is winning the league this season because they are scoring. You are saying you are rating someone because he's scoring. Arsenal today they struggle now. Set piece they do.
No, they call Arsenal. So when Chelsea wait.
I like to ask
Wait, don't ask me any question now. Wait. I'm
I'm
putting it to you today now.
De Bruyne and Paul
Wait.
Pogba. Who is more
Bro,
talented?
Today,
And who is the
Liverpool
better player?
struggled.
No.
Liverpool struggled all through today's game. Nunes came to their rescue.
Hmm?
If Hazard was in that team today, you'll be sure that even if Hazard is not scoring, Hazard is doing the assists for Nunes. Where was Salah the whole game? Last 4 games, he has been off.
Please calm down. We watch this Hazard. We watch this Hazard.
Wait.
Please.
Okoyenka, you watch today's game. You did not see Salah create any chance in this game.
Except for the Gakpo chance. What else did he create?
What do you mean except?
create
You can't
any
just
chance?
say.
But that was
Did
a
he
clear
create
chance
any
already
chance?
now.
Was that not a clear chance?
Okay, so one clear chance in 90 minutes is okay for your superstar.
Yes. For somebody that for
So
somebody
the season that Hazard went for what the whole season for goals. What was that?
Thank you.
Of course, that's the only
30
season
games.
I talk about.
No, there is even another season where he didn't even perform up to par. In Real Madrid, in 4 seasons, he scored 4 goals.
4 goals.
In how many games? In how many
Four
games?
goals.
But you can't be using
Think
Real
how many
Madrid. They had a
games?
lot of
Madrid
injuries.
did not see
He was not there
Okoyenka.
for pen.
Okoyenka.
Toby.
People should
He
stop
didn't
this.
go
How
to
many
Real
games?
Madrid to
He
play
didn't
ball.
go to-
So
he didn't
I
go to
put
Real
I put it to you
Madrid.
now because Kaka had a bad career at Madrid. Did that tarnish his legacy?
Now just they bring other stats.
Answer my question.
No,
now.
let's
Kaka
focus
is a
on
FIFA
Hazard and
player,
Chelsea.
best
Kaka did not even
player.
have,
Once
Kaka did not
time
even have
FIFA
as
best
much
player.
as a bad
cannot
as a
compare.
Let
bad
me even
Madrid
check his
stats
stats
than
in Madrid.
See, let me read it out. Don't worry. Real Madrid
Read it.
first season 6 games, 0 goals, 1 assist. Next season 18 games, 0 goals, 1 assist. Next season 14 games, 3 goals, 2
You are
assists.
wrong.
Who is
You are
that?
wrong, please.
I'm
You are wrong.
counting
You
La
are
Liga.
wrong.
I'm not counting.
Lala,
Who is
you are
that?
wrong.
I'm counting La Liga.
You are wrong.
Hazard. Yes.
For Hazard, his first season, he played 16 games.
Oh
No,
yeah. I was
16
reading
La
it
Liga
the top from
Agenda no go
Fabale.
make and see him now.
Fabale.
No.
First game
16
16
La Liga
games,
games.
1
Got
goal,
worse.
3 assists.
Meanwhile, please, no, you are still wrong. It's 22 games overall. So please say the over.
How many games?
Maybe do
22.
How many games
How
did he
many
start?
games did he start? Exactly.
now.
How
Whose
many of
fault
these
is it?
games?
Whose
Why would
fault
they
is
buy
that
you?
one?
Why would they
They
buy you
are good enough.
120
They buy you 100
million?
million.
That is the same thing I'm talking about. Kopama. You are saying Kopama started 2 games and 1 game. It's nobody's fault. You're not.
You want to Benudake?
It's nobody's fault. You're not starting, bro.
No. To be honest, I know that you guys.
Buys you.
Let's
They
forget
are buying
about
you to
Hazard
come
in
and play.
Madrid.
They are
Was
buying you to
injured.
come and play. Even Hazard
Toby
in
and
Chelsea.
Okoyenka.
Yeah.
Kaka scored 23 goals in 85 appearances for Madrid.
85.
That is
Okay,
not
so
bad
that
How
for.
many assists?
That's not terrible.
Let me
I
see
didn't even
that.
check the assist rate.
You can't
for a
you
world
can't
best
even
player
goals.
that came to Madrid, that's not terrible. What are you talking about?
Bro,
You
how
can't
much
even
did they buy
compare.
your
For a Ballon
player?
d'Or winner that came to Real Madrid, that's not
For
terrible.
midfielders, we know midfielders don't
Please.
score like
Is
that.
he a central midfielder? What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
think it was terrible. If you consider what it was at that time, anyway.
The Ballon
Not
d'Or.
terrible.
It was not even the Ballon d'Or when he moved. Please, let's correct that. Ronaldo was the Ballon
Was
d'Or.
it Ballon d'Or
I
winner,
don't
bro?
understand. Where did he win his Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
This guy, I
Was he
didn't say.
not due
He
to his
won it.
performance in
Who?
AC Milan?
Don't mind him. I think I said the current holder.
Yes,
Did I say current
but it was
holder?
in Madrid.
Yes.
It's
And
correct.
after that, Ronaldo now won
Wait,
it.
did I say for the
at Man
current
U. Then both
Ballon
of them
d'Or
now moved
holder?
after the season. The way you frame the English, one would think that Kaká was the current.
We can't even compare Kaka's Madrid to Hazard's Madrid.
Did he fail at
see,
Real Madrid? Yes or no?
who Kaka?
Yeah.
Yes, but there are levels to the failure.
No. Don't mix word. Don't
as-
mix word, bro. Did he
Even
fail?
me,
Yes.
even
F9
me,
different
even
from
me cannot
F9 different from Dio.
But they both failed, right?
Did
Ah,
a
but
pass
it's
now.
different.
They both failed. And the question is, that is not enough to tarnish their
fail.
image because they've done this for over 7 or 8 seasons. A bad or 2 seasons will not.
What is they? Who is they, please? Who is they?
Kaka.
Why are you?
I can mention a lot of good
Kaka
players
with
that
them?
went to Madrid and I didn't make it in Madrid.
No. See, we can even you can say, injury was also to play for Kaka because Kaka missed a lot of games.
Yeah, but you can't say that for Hazard, right? because of your
No, that
sentiment.
okay. No, I'm using it as a point because if we're going to use injuries as the same yardstick for why somebody failed, but why is failure of Hazard such on a scale of unheard of 120 million move from Chelsea to Madrid, and the only thing you have to show in your first season is 1 goal? So come on, that is enough to even tarnish whatever image you think you have of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you're talking about a player that got injured in more than half of those.
Trust me. If that player
same
was
thing for
a
Kaka.
Barcelona player, he would not agree to the. He would say
Kaka played 120
Imagine if-
games for Madrid. He scored 29 goals, 39 assists in 120
Imagine.
games.
That's even impact. That's not even a fail.
120 games. He scored 29 goals, 39
120
assists.
goals.
Yeah,
That's not a
120 games.
29
120
goals,
games,
39 assists.
29 goals, 39 goals. Compared to the
That's like
one
60 something goal
Hazard
and
did.
assist.
Yes.
Hazard failure is on end of
that's
abeg,
68.
abeg.
That's 68 goals and assists for
Hazard.
20 games.
76 games, 7
You can
goals.
imagine.
So in perspective, right? So in
7
perspective,
goals.
right?
When you 7 goals, show.
That's
Hazard.
in fact,
in
In
perspective,
fact, if we compare what
so,
Kaka played, what Kaka
this-
played
so-
in
so-
Madrid, in AC Milan,
guys,
he
wait.
played 307 games. In AC Milan, he played 307 games, 104 goals, 81 assists. That's like 185 goals in 307, 185 goal and assist in 307 games.
Good contribution.
I think
Wait.
yes, I
So-
think the one in Madrid is even better.
It's even better stats.
So wait, so wait, to put it in perspective now, we're not comparing Hazard and Kaka. We're comparing Hazard and Salah. Will Madrid ever go for Salah? That's the question you should ask yourself. So why can't they go
think
for
if
him?
Yes, and if he goes for Salah,
Salah
he's going to
now
perform.
Do you think, I want to ask you a question, if you are a Madrid fan now or the Madrid owner, if you wanted to rewind back the time and say, oh, you didn't want to go for Hazard, is Salah, do you think Salah would have failed on this scale of magnitude that Hazard has failed at Madrid?
see how he failed at Chelsea? Yes, it's possible.
Which failed at which Chelsea, at what age that he didn't even get the chance to prove himself?
Oh, okay. So let me tell you something that you guys have successfully done. So you have successfully made excuses for for Salah's failure. You come up with words like age, it was early, but when you're talking about Hazard, he was not fit, was injured, he added weight. Oh, that was not an excuse.
What we are trying to say is, if
So,
you're talking
but
about
bottom
Hazard's
line
failure
is that
in Madrid,
failure
it's justifiable.
will give you an
He had a
excuse
lot of injuries.
of why you failed.
But even Hazard in Hazard's prime, even Hazard in Chelsea, compared to Salah in Liverpool, most people, what everybody is saying, most people they are saying is they are going to pick a Salah
are
in
most
Liverpool
people?
over Hazard. at
Who?
this peak. Me, I'm saying it.
That means you don't
I am
have
saying
much
it.
football knowledge.
Yeah, I'm saying it. Oh yeah,
You-
Pele.
Yes, it's two. Okay,
Me, I
two.
will say
Yeah,
it.
you know,
I will,
no, they-
I will
they-
say
they-
it.
No, to be
Me, I will
honest,
say
if
it.
Of course.
if I was also an Arsenal fan, I would not have picked Hazard.
You
Never in
shut
this
up,
life.
Daddy.
Salah's been at his peak for over 3
So-
or 4 years now.
Salah's peak.
Yeah,
Salah's
yeah.
peak.
He has been showing
We're
up.
talking about
Yeah,
6
but
years,
yeah.
7 years.
Okay, please.
So,
Let's
one
make
would
it
think
easier. Let's
that in Hazard's seven seasons in the Premier League, he was not making Premiership team of the season.
We went
which,
something
every
games
season.
without a goal assist.
Can you mention Hazard's best season in Chelsea? Let's compare it to Salah's best season in Liverpool.
Bro,
Let's-
this
Okay,
guy
so
went
let-
some 30 games without a goal.
Okay,
and assist.
so trophy wise, Salah's only one of all these goals you're talking about. He only scored
we are
one
asking
Premier
of their
League.
best season. Hazard's
Wait,
best season.
trophies wise. Hazard won
What-
2 Premier Leagues with Chelsea in 7 seasons. This is Salah's how many seasons in Liverpool? He has only 1 Premier League to show for it.
Another one.
You think
will
say they
happen.
born? You think
They will come back again.
and what of
Well, you
Champions
think say
League?
they
Now,
born?
What of Champions
Wait. You think say they even born Hazard? Well, if they played now, when Pep Guardiola come
When Pep
dominate
When they
England,
hurt, no mind them.
where anybody.
Pep no
people
dey
like
England
them.
when Hazard won Premier League.
La. Thank you for that point. Now people like them, they talk say when Pep this Chelsea fan, when Pep they do it for Barcelona, he cannot do it in.
Wait.
No,
Pep
it's
no
not
dey
possible.
2016,
People like them,
2017. Don't be Pep Conte beat.
No.
What is no?
You know,
This fifth.
the first season that Pep came
Hazard,
in
I'm not
England,
sure Hazard
that
was
was
there.
the
Hazard
season
was not
Leicester
there that
won.
time.
Hazard was there.
Hazard
Hazard scored our
his-
third goal
was
in
his
3-1
first season, I
win
think.
over City.
I think his first season. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it's
the first season of Pep. Yeah.
So what's your point?
The
And
point
even
is,
in
the point
My
is,
point
if there
is-
was a Pep Guardiola in the same time frame that you're using to judge a Salah,
see,
I
this
not
is
think-
what I don't like. You guys are making excuses for Hazard's
it's not
W.
excuse. We
We are
can see
making
there's a
points
domination
for
for Man-
Salah's failure.
But you're also
The
making
man
excuses
dominate
for
or
him not scoring 30, me not scoring in 30 games or doing an assist. You're making excuses too. That he's allowed to
What
have
excuse that make for that?
You said he's allowed to have bad whatever, and he didn't play. He didn't start games. He was injured. He didn't start games. 30 games, EPL games, no assist, no
Bro,
goal.
I've told you before.
That is
I
not-
gave you the stats. Stop lying. He didn't go 30 games without scoring. Stop
How
lying,
many
bro.
goals? How many? 28.
but,
No,
but
He
the
made
thing is,
28 games. He only played 16
What is
games that
28?
season.
What is 30?
okay,
I said
no, even,
16 games.
no need to even go back and forth. For Olayinka, since when Hazard has scored 10 league goals in his career as a footballer, I mean, you will see ups and downs in his career. Oh, score 9 here, score 4 here. For Salah, ever since he has crossed that barrier of 10,
Where is that scoring 4 league goals? Where are you seeing that?
this score 4 league goals now. Not be the same season with the
You
talk.
say since when?
Since
Oh,
when
it
he
happened one
crossed,
season.
since when he crossed, the era of 10 league goals and above, you will see his career go up and down and up and down. But in terms of Salah, ever since he has crossed that barrier of I'm a goal scorer, I'm an assistant,
Consistency.
you will see because over years,
Been consistent, yeah. I don't think Salah's career has ever declined.
So
It has
what
always
point?
gone
So
up.
the points you guys don't even make it. See, this Hazard are talking about is not. He actually won French league with Lille before coming to Premier League.
Guy,
Do you guys
Mukala
understand how
Modric-
crazy that is?
Mukala
You guys are
Modric,
talking about the
sure you
Salah
don't
that's
win
just
that,
scoring.
Salah no
without
win,
trophies.
win league for Barca.
For
Abio.
this
Abio.
one.
If not that one, I want use. He said,
That's
see
what
this
you want
one.
use.
I'll go even check him now, Seth. Well, Barca.
Check
Wait,
Mukala
oh.
Modric too. Whether you know win league for where it come from.
Say,
God will catch
say,
you. You go win now.
as Olasalam is to Yamal, so is Okwenka
Hazard.
to Hazard.
No,
No.
There's a difference.
No.
So there's a difference. So me, I have stats to back my
Start
up.
of 7
Openka
goals.
doesn't have any
Of 7
stats.
goals.
He won
Seven goals in what?
the Swiss Super League 2 times.
Openka,
2010,
Kopama. You said 7 goals. Kopama.
Who's even talking about Swiss
award he
league?
has
Yes,
won in Europe.
Yeah, okay, change them again. Wait till
Don't
we
change them again. Eh?
Who they talk about Swiss league?
Mention
now?
one individual
Nowhere to
award.
hide.
You are saying 7 goals. Mention one individual award Kopama has won in the
You see
whole
the
wide
PFA
world.
Young Player of the Year.
Europe. In Europe.
Yes.
You said one. I mentioned one. So just go and think about something else.
Okay. Should I mention one? Yamal has
As
mentioned.
mentioned, this is
As one. Yeah. Should I mention one?
Mentioned.
He has won. I should mention one he has won.
So wait.
You can't stand,
Back
you
to
can't
our
stand the
argument.
conversation. I'm not being emotional.
But wait,
I have
back to our
stats.
argument. Do you guys realize that Hazard has one league in every country he has played?
What kind of Ringo Mary is
Yes,
this?
we go-
Oga? Salah
No,
is a better
no.
player.
Leave him. He won at Madrid, but we know what happened at Madrid. Of course.
What's happened for Madrid? You know, winner, be no winner.
All league goes, we understand. Let's
We're
If you
scoring
come on the
one
first goal,
big goal.
you think they will win that game.
Then
This is what we call impact.
Oh,
Salah
yeah.
is just known for the goals, and I'm not surprised the goals are not giving him trophies, because sometimes you need more than just scoring. You need to be there. Sometimes you're not going to score. Sometimes you need to make assists for your teammates, and all of that is.
you know the funniest thing. The funniest thing is Okwenka is talking about Salah as if he is on Van.
No.
Guy, we want Salah destroy defenders.
Destroy.
2-3 seasons back. This is 32.
Something like that.
Hazard was not even playing football again at 32.
Do
Come on.
you know what it means that you've done your bit and you've left the stage for the young guys?
You know what's even
Wait,
crazy?
Did he leave?
Salah even get more assists past Hazard.
Salah,
He even get more.
Of course, because he has,
you are going to
you don't check the
Salah-
ratio of the games where they play.
Okay,
Salah-
now we dey talk ratio of games.
Salah,
But when you talk
Salah,
about
Salah, you are going to
You don't check the ratio of the games where
Salah.
they play.
ratio of games.
Salah is having a very bad season, and he has scored 18 goals.
Because
which is the least
you
goal he has
don't
ever
understand,
scored
because
joining
that
the
is
Premier
all
League.
about his game. It's just to score, nothing else. You don't understand?
All these things.
That means he doesn't dribble. You see now, but you will deny again that you don't mean that he
Dribble.
doesn't dribble.
Mhm.
Guy, we've watched Salah destroy defenders.
So if they say, okay, this person does not know how to dribble, does it mean that in his lifetime he will not have days that he will just dribble and he will go?
Should we look for comps of Salah
No,
dribbles,
go-
if in the Premier League alone? Maybe that
Okwenka, when
At
it
the end
comes
of the
to
day,
dribbles,
sure,
when it comes to dribbles, Salah's dribbling is not fluke. Oh. If he gets to the point where he needs to dribble, he will dribble
More than
successfully.
Hazard.
Did you
No,
hear
I'm
what I
asking.
said?
Nobody is saying more than
Did you
that.
get-
Is
no-
your
nobody's saying more
So
than anybody.
who has anything of creating more chances for other players to score between Hazard and Salah?
What do you mean? So who has the
No,
tendency
what,
of scoring
you can't even
more?
say that because
What is
he
the-
has more assists.
No.
Salah has more
Salah is
That's
more
more
okay now. They
assists.
say Salah has
So
more
what is now
assists.
the
What's
more
your point?
creation that you're talking about? If somebody has more assists than you,
See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Are you guys not checking the stat I
Yes,
sent to
he
the
will say
group?
another one. Yeah.
I'd like to use one word. You see,
Please
a
check the
player
stat I
like
sent.
Hazard is a player like Hazard is a kind of player that he just wants to do his thing. Salah doesn't do his thing. Salah does his thing and has
Effectively.
output. That's the difference.
Yes.
Effectively.
Agree.
So if Salah
Because
gets-
most of the
wait,
goals
wait,
are
This
just
guy, they
happening
make
now.
sense
Why
today.
not?
Oh. What's
Okoeka,
going on?
Okoeka,
Yamin
I always
Lamar
say-
just
I
a
can't
drop,
believe it.
just a drop punchline.
when Salah gets to the point where he needs to dribble you, and that's what he has to do to get through on goal. He's going to do it successfully.
As against Hazard that dribbles to go to club.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No.
Wait,
As against
forget
Hazard that dribbles when he wants to go to club.
Listen.
If you are talking about dribbling, Hazard doesn't have 50% dribble rate compared to Neymar.
Nah,
So forget
50%.
that one. If you're talking
You're
about
saying rubbish.
yes,
You're saying rubbish.
if you're talking about so
You're saying rubbish.
Pocolin,
50%.
Pocolin,
Bro, you're saying rubbish. Dake, you're
Pokoli.
saying rubbish.
if you're talking about a dribbler, you can't compare Hazard to Neymar.
You said
So
50%. You're
what
saying
I'm trying to
rubbish.
say is
Nah. See, when they are
See, let
making
me
a
tell you
point, you
something.
only bang on the percentage, but you know it's facts.
Neymar.
No,
whether
by
it's-
now you should know
whether
that
it's-
if you want to say something,
Bro,
Okay,
it's either you're
Okoeka,
factual or
let me
don't
say-
mention point.
even
don't
you,
mention
you are not
numbers.
factual
Then
when
let
you say Salah does not
Even you're not
impact
factual, let me
games,
land.
does
Let me
not
land.
assist and things like that.
Neymar is
You're not being
a
factual.
born Brazilian. Neymar is a born Brazilian.
Born Brazilian. What does that mean?
Brazilian?
Che Anthony is not a born Brazilian.
Wait. Hold on, what I'm trying to say.
That one is not a Brazilian.
Let me talk now. You're not letting me
Yeah.
talk. Neymar is a born Brazilian. If you're talking about the way Brazilians handle the ball, regardless of whatever position they play in, they are always expected to be exceptional.
We know
Martinelli.
what Vinicius now.
Martinelli.
I said is that not why you are cursing Martinelli and Anthony week in, week out?
Yeah.
Is that not the reason why you're cursing? Because they have not lived up to the expectation. Now look at a player like Rafinha. When it comes to 1v1, you can't place a bounty over his head that is going to do it successfully. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So even in the position or whatever Hazard is playing that you think is exceptional,
I think it's exceptional. This is the problem I have. I think it's exceptional. So you don't think Hazard was exceptional?
Whatever you think Hazard does that is more
Please, what is the
spectacular.
criteria of him being an exceptional player?
Any criteria that
Because
are
he
going to
dances around the ball.
He never won Ballon d'Or or FIFA Best or any.
Salah did that.
So he's not an exceptional player.
Salah did that.
Who told you Salah is an exception? Who told you Salah is an exceptional player? Mind you, Salah won African Best Player.
Salah don't win
two
Africa.
times.
Thank you.
Even Osimhen win now.
He did.
Bad.
Lukman himself don't win now. Now that one they did judge player.
So if you are saying Lukman self don't win, go look at what Lukman do. Waiting where Hazard do. We Lukman no fit do.
Okay.
Yes, now.
Okay. Now I don't understand.
Bro, there's nothing you're trying to say. What
This
you're
one,
just,
this
you're just
one,
trying to
adoption of offer. No, I know
yes,
this.
you are trying to cut off what you are trying to cut off what everybody is saying based on the fact that you want to choose Hazard. Yes,
It's not like I want to choose
Hazard
Hazard. I will choose Hazard above. See, let me tell you the funny thing.
above Neymar.
No, about above Salah. Let me tell you the funny thing. The first
But
thing.
you have once chosen Hazard over
Bro, wait.
Neymar.
Sure. If you can remember, the first time this argument came up, you remember I said I don't like this comparison. Can you remember?
Why?
You are going on and
No,
on.
I said because you guys are actually making me go on with this conversation. So I said first thing, Hazard and Salah, they are two different players, different profiles. Hazard is a proper winger. Salah is an inside forward. Salah is always closer to opponent's box 18.
I'm sorry.
That's if
sorry,
they
but
play
Hazard is not a proper winger, please. If you say Hazard is a proper winger, what do you call the likes of Nani, Quaresma? Those are
Does that invalidate Nani being a proper winger?
Nani is a proper winger. Hazard isn't a proper winger.
So define a proper winger.
A proper winger are those that goes on to take their man one-on-one and do crosses majority of the time. They are always based on crosses, not the likes of Ronaldinho, Neymar, Hazard. No, They are not. Those ones are more like 10. But
Courses now based on your coach.
the
Oh.
tactics
No go
they
talk that
want
one
to-
for now based on your
Yeah.
coach.
For even
No,
Land.
Dictionary with the
You know
use
what?
for this development.
Hold on, please, hold on. Check what Nani and Quaresma and the likes does.
So
Majority of the time, they
Quaresma
pass
no they play from 10.
chill. He is a winger.
To be
Forget that
honest,
he plays
defending
from
Salah
10.
sometimes make
Dalot
intelligent
is
people
a
sound
right
like clown.
back. Dalot,
Even the same thing for
Dalot is a
Hazard,
right back.
Jade.
He plays left back sometimes. Partey is a DM. He plays from right back sometimes. That's different. What I'm saying is, if you know typical wingers, Hazard is not a typical winger. Hazard are the likes of those Ronaldinho, Neymar, because the coach does not want.
So
of course, they
when I
want
said
too much.
typical winger, it was not based on their style of play. I'm talking about you will always find him on the flank. Even when he starts at 10 or first 9, you see him drifting to the wing.
I don't see we're trying to rewrite history with this conversation.
Just say that
Well,
that is-
because
that is a
because
typical winger.
yeah, we're trying to rewrite history or say Hazard was always taken to the wings. That's even a lie to start with because the Hazard was more even of a CAM. When you play Hazard and you think he's going to stick to the wing, someone that has a free room to go everywhere he wants to. The same as a proper winger.
So the basis of argument is so in Hazard and Salah, who plays closer to the opponent's box 18?
They are both playing closer to the
No.
opposite. Yes, because they are forward players.
Who plays more?
Who
plays
see,
more?
Even has more free room. He has more free
Who
room
plays
than any
more?
player.
You guys defending Salah. You guys don't want to be critical.
Let's just move it on.
We cannot move on. No.
We are moving.
Please.
We are not moving on. I want to ask
clocking 2
one
hours.
question.
I think we've
I want to ask Openka one question.
Ask
The
me.
question is,
All right, let
Okay.
me know,
guys, I mean, you had the discussion from both parties, Hazard and Salah remix. The guys have had plenty to say, and yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, some people are not changing their minds. So let us know in the comments.
They will never do.
They will never do. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about the discussion. If you are a Salah lover, did we change your mind? If you are a Hazard lover, did we change your mind? Who on the pod do you agree with? Okoyinka says Hazard is his choice, and the rest of the team have said Salah is their choice.
Toby also said.
Follow us. Well, Toby also said, but Toby changed his mind. I think I'm not so sure. Did Toby change his mind? Okay, Toby, we'll give you that one. So 4-2.
Rollins is not here.
Rollins is not here, no problem. But if they're not there, and people were there today, we will count. So follow us on social media on X, Truth and Banter, on Spotify. If you've listened to the end as well, just follow the podcast so that you can get a notification when we post the next episode. We are also live on YouTube. You can watch the whole episode. See you on the next one. Bye, guys.